Today, Tommy Jean, we're going to clean the Arctic brush machine. You got to make sure it's on clean.
Okay.
Alright. You got to grab your buckets. That's the way I do it. Set that one on top. We're going to turn this off. Start draining. Make sure this is turned off. Whoa. No, you're good. You got to drain it. Just doesn't sit like this. So much fun. Color coded.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, so grab your towel, your sanitizing towel. Once it's drained on the top, enough. What do they call it?
Hopper.
Hopper. Hopper. I was going to say hopper. A hopper. Wipe it down.
Twist.
Twist and then
Twist and pull.
I don't have nails is the issue. And then that pops out
just pops out.
Barely.
Sometimes.
Need a pen?
Da-da-da-da. And then you clean these.
Okay, with just sanitized water?
I set it in there.
Okay.
So you get ready to do all that. That's about as much liquid, so you're gonna go drain that in the back sink. It gets so sticky. Sometimes when it like gets really thick in there, you gotta turn it to clean again.
Okay. So ready to go again?
Yeah. That's off. Square up. It's because it was on freeze already this morning. Open it. Sometimes you can pour sanitizing water down or to help break it up. That's close. So take, yeah, take your bucket. Pour some in there. Probably open her up, let her drain out again. You could probably turn her to off at this point and just let it drain. Once it stops moving, you can pull that air
Okay.
nozzle at the top out. That'll help pull everything out.
Okay.
It just keeps a chunk of ice in there.
this apart with the ice in there? Or no?
You can. It's really cold though. Go ahead and drain your bucket.
Okay.
Now from this point, yep, you're gonna unscrew them. Yeah, I put them on tight sometimes. Helps seal it, I think. It's alright, that's why it's there. You're gonna end up putting all your parts in there anyways.
Okay.
That's what I do.
And then it just comes off?
Yep. Sometimes you gotta. There you go. Oh, now wiggle it. There you go. Okay. You're gonna pull that out. Alright. Then you're gonna wipe the inside of it.
Okay.
I'll wipe the entire front of it off too.
Okay.
Once I get this chunk off, I'll show her how to clean the part.
And that was only because it had a chunk of ice?
Oh my god, it's a huge chunk, man.
Okay.
Got this last chunk, man. Jeez, this fall off. They're worn blades. You may have. Yeah, they're bad. See?
Yeah, they are bad. Okay, this is how you know when the blades are bad. When they start to,
Yeah, they won't.
they don't have a neat edge together. Hang on, let me get this on the video. See how it won't, the edges won't come together. They're rounded.
Oh, there's like a gap between. Okay.
Yep, there's a gap. They're a little crooked, and they've got the edge itself is. Hang on, let me get this on the
Not
video.
sharp.
Is rounded.
And these are the new.
These are the new blades, and you can see how they line up perfectly. So every time you clean the machine, you should check the blades, and we're going to change these today. So throw the other ones away. We do not keep them for anything. And then make sure you clean this and move this little rubber seal.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't have it in the video. Move this little rubber seal and make sure you clean around that real well. And the seal that comes off that. And there should be a round rubber one. Must be in your water. You got it? The round rubber at the end? Yep. This one here does not have an O-ring in it like an ice cream machine does. But you need to bend the rubber back and make sure you clean in there real well, because it does have some of the grease and stuff off this spindle, off at that end. So make sure you scrub that real well. Okay, so we went ahead and got a new one of these out because this one is really worn on the edges. If you look, it's not quite even. And so we went ahead and got a new one out, and we will document, seeing if you look, the hole's been worn. So we documented in our green book that we're changing this. This one was not changed since August of last year.
Right.
So we are putting a new one on today.
Yes.
Okay, so all the parts have sanitized for more than a minute. So we're going to pull them out and put them on the dish drainer and let them dry just a little. We can't wait the whole airtime dry because we have to get the machine back together.
Here's the parts. You need to grab the lube because you have to lube O-rings. Make sure you lube both sides of it all the way around really well.
Now, what all gets lubed? We've got just that.
Yeah, it's the only O-ring in the machine.
Okay.
All right. You might want to. Yeah, there you go. Wipe your hands off. You're gonna start with your. I guess
Spindle?
It's a spindle, rod, shaft, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
You're gonna take your
Cable hopper?
nope, other way. Because it's going to seal to the back of the machine so the mix doesn't come out of it.
Okay.
Now from this part you're going to put your blades on. These hold your blades into place. Your blades have a notch on each end where it sits in. And then this is where that metal piece is going to hold it. So take it. And this piece is going to wrap up underneath. And come back around. Now from this point, notches. Oh, I'm doing this backwards. Hold on.
I always do that.
on.
I get so confused with this. There you go.
There we go. And then the notches line up. From there, it fits right into that groove, so it can move back and forth.
Spin the spindle around so I can watch the other side. There we go. Okay.
Now you're gonna do this one, Tommy. This one's gonna come up underneath. And
So
it's,
this side goes like
nope,
this.
it's
Nope,
gonna come up,
underneath.
Up.
Up this side.
Yeah,
Okay.
up.
Nope.
This way.
Go underneath.
On this side. You're right. That piece.
There
is
you
gonna
go.
come up.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Perfect.
And then, yep. There you go.
And then
those
the
notches,
notch lines
other
up
way.
This way.
There you go. And then the notch lines up.
with
And
there
it should
and
swim.
there.
Okay. So it's not
And then
tight
spin
fit,
that
but
slice. There
No.
you go.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then it guides the
Okay.
legs. From this point, you're going to come over to the machine, and this piece is going to go into the machine.
Okay.
You'll feel it back in there, so it has to go in that hole in the back. And it's going to connect to the shaft in the back of it, which makes the machine turn around.
Yep. Twist.
There you go.
There you go.
I
When-
always make
when
sure
it-
it's sit up
right.
But it's in there.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, now from this point you're gonna grab your O-ring.
O-ring?
Yep. The O-ring's gonna fit into this notch all the way around it. There's no way to hold it in place, but if you put it in there, it just kinda, it should hold itself.
It's looped.
Yep. Alright, now you're
Okay.
gonna grab the faceplate. Now there's this little white piece that goes in. Make sure that's in there. If you don't have that in there, it won't spin there.
Okay.
Make sure you line your holes up. And then you push it in. There you go. Make sure your O-ring's not pinched. Look, make sure it's not pinched. Which it's not. Alright. At that point, you can start putting on your screws. I always do cross corners.
I got you. I work on cars. I got this. This part back here?
So
Okay.
Alright. Now you're gonna make sure your nozzle's shut. You're gonna put this piece down.
Do you want the lid?
Turn it to auto. At this point it's gonna start to fill.
And this is when you see if you pinch the O-ring.
No. Well, yeah, the O-ring would tell you because it would start dripping.
Okay.
So it's starting to fill at this point. Then I get the wire rod and I pull it into this to make sure I don't have any grease coming through it.
Okay.
And that's
Tara, what are we looking for when we do this?
grease. I always make sure I have a towel so I can test it. She's clean.
Yep, she is clean. Good job.
Should be done every time you clean the machine and daily.
And daily. And if it had sugar on it, what's that mean?
Means the seal in the back is bad, that we need to replace it, which that's what we did today.
Oh, okay. That
That
thing
was that
that goes.
seal.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Sometimes you gotta let this release. It'll help drop it into the hopper, from the hopper into here, so you can fill this. Just don't lose this,
Okay. Yeah.
because you'll be wearing it. Once this starts to fill and it's full, you can turn it to clean. At that point, you'll know if your spindles are moving right. And then from that point, you can put your lid on, and you can turn her to freeze.
Okay.
That is how you clean an Arctic brush machine.
Now you know.
Now you
No, now you know.
exactly. So now you know. It's one of the easiest machines I think we have to clean.
I agree. We're popping, which might mean that one of the Arctic Rush
I
bags.
changed both of them last night.
Okay.
Mine just
So I
got
don't
an
know
air
why we're
pocket.
popping.
Mine got just an air pocket. Because that one's in that box up top.
Yeah, because the freezer box got busted.
So at what point can we turn it to start freezing? Do we have to wait for the whole hopper to fill, or can
No,
we?
just wait until this fills.
Okay.
And there we go. And now,
So now we're going to go to clean to make sure that we're spinning correctly.
And that it's working correctly.
And how long will it take to freeze once we go to freeze?
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're going to put the lid on, the front back on, or this back on, the drain,
Yeah.
and then the sauce, the flavors back on.
Yep. So you can turn that to off.
Okay. Lift that back
on.
up.
Yep. There you go. Turn it back to
Perfect.
auto. Put your things back on your machine.
And then go to freeze.
Turn her all the way to freeze, and then from that point, about 20 minutes, you should be ready.
Great job, ladies. Thank you.